All right, Miles, let's talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes program here for a little bit. Look, this is obviously one of the top programs in the country year in and year out, but there are a few question marks, one in particular on this football team as we get closer to the 2023 regular season. And that is the biggest question of all. Who is going to be quarterback one, the starting quarterback for this Ohio State Buckeyes team? And we've got an exciting report indicating a key direction. It looks like the momentum may be behind one guy in particular in this battle.
Yeah, Nick, I think Ohio State fans are going to love this. You always want to know who the starting quarterback is going forward. And when you see indications like this, it really kind of shows you, we got to trust this entity. They always really have a good grasp on what exactly is going to happen. They're not wrong very many times. So I think Ohio State fans are really going to like this story. But Nick, today in the comment section below, I want the Buckeyes fans to let us know who is the fastest Ohio State Buckeye in school history. I think there is a lot of really great answers, especially lately, producing some really great speedsters. So let us know today, Buckeyes fans, in the comment section below, who is the fastest Ohio State player in school history. Let us know in the comments below. But Nick, let's go into it. Who is the starting quarterback going to be?
So whenever it comes to decisions like this, we always talk about who's the smart money, not the emotional, because emotions will fly. Everyone has the guy, but who is the smart money backing up? When we talk about the smart money, we usually talk about Las Vegas. We always talk about the odds makers, because those are the guys that literally employ dozens of people, invest millions of dollars, and sometimes have tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes billions of dollars, depending on the size of the wager, involved in getting it right or getting it as close to right as humanly possible. Those are the people I love to trust, because those are the people, if anyone's going to lose billions of dollars to be wrong, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that doesn't happen. That's why I trust the odds makers. And that leads us into our report today involving who is now the clear and undisputed favorite to be the starting quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Miles, if you want to throw up the report from the Spun, I will read from it. From the report, Ohio State has yet to announce a starting quarterback for the 2023 season, but a clear favorite appears to be emerging. Kyle McCord and Devin Brown are the two frontrunners, obviously, for the job to replace C.J. Stroud. Las Vegas clearly likes one more than the other, though. McCord is the clear favorite. According to recent odds released by Bet Online, Kyle McCord at minus 500 is favored to beat out Devin Brown at plus 300 in Ohio State's quarterback competition. 11 Warriors tweeted out Monday afternoon. McCord is a former top recruit out of Pennsylvania. The class of 2021 recruit was a four-star recruit coming out of high school. Most inside the Ohio State beat, seem to think that McCord is the guy for the Buckeyes in 2023. All right, Mike. So obviously, you're just stylistically between the two guys. You got the more pro style guy, the more leadership guy, the more classic guy. Then you got the better athlete, better physical tools guy. It seems to me that Vegas and the odds makers are clearly going in one direction. I think it's the right move if the Ohio State Buckeyes head down that direction. I tend to agree with the odds makers here. Give me your thoughts on this direction of this Ohio State quarterback battle, and if you think it's going in the right way, or would you go the different direction?
Yeah, Nick, I think this is the safest bet, and it's a bet that you want to take when you have the weapons at wide receiver that Ohio State already has. You think Marvin Harrison Jr., you think you want a more traditional pro style guy who's going to get your ball in the playmaker's hands as much as possible. Because let's be honest, Nick, these guys are good quarterbacks, but they are not half the playmaker that Marvin Harrison Jr. is. And you want the guy who isn't necessarily going to scramble off and try to make the play with his legs. You want a guy who's more prone to sticking in the pocket and laying one down the field to get a huge game from your elite level wide receiver. I think that's what we want to see from Ohio State this season, because they have some very good receiving talent, and I think this could be really, really strong move for them going forward. So I see why Vegas leans that way. I wouldn't be surprised either way, but I think this is kind of the way that things are shaking out. I think the writing's on the wall that this is going to be the way the quarterback competition goes into this season. But Nick, you can't go wrong either way, because McCord, he is a really great quarterback prospect. We see him. They talk about his arm strength. They talk about his accuracy. He spins the ball well. He's poised under pressure, like you brought up. A really high playing IQ, great leadership. So, I mean, what's not to like about the guy? Maybe he's not quite as athletic as the other option, but I think that this guy, he brings what you want with this current program at the state of the program is right now. I think this is the best fit for Ohio State.
I don't think it's just the state of the program. I think the state of the conference plays in a little bit too. Because you look at McCord, he's obviously the more stable, the more even-handed. His floor is much higher, but his ceiling is much lower. Devin Brown, he's got much more physical tools. He could become something absolutely ridiculous. But right now, when you look at the Big Ten, you've got a lot of question marks at Penn State. Who's their quarterback going to be? Michigan's Harbaugh just got suspended for 4 games, right? What's going on there? A lot of volatility there. Wisconsin's got a new coach, a lot of question marks, everything with Northwestern. Good Lord, there's so much volatility in the Big Ten right now. Right now, Ohio State, and it looks like the odds makers are tracking what I think Ryan Day is tracking as well. We're the most talented team in the conference. Let's be the most stable team. Everyone else can go crazy. Everyone else can be erratic. Let's keep the even hand. Let's be cool, calm, and collective. And right now, going with McCord is the perfect fit for that job. I like exactly where Las Vegas has its mind at. I think Ryan Day is following that same track as well. And Ohio State Buckeyes fans, you guys will reap the rewards of this, because I'm looking at the volatility in the Big Ten right now, and I'm looking at what Ohio State is doing. I think they're the clear #1 favorite to win that conference and return to the college football playoff.